Good morning and welcome to this live stream. It's Rachel Smith, Business Grower, and today we are talking all about are you focusing on the right things in your business right now that's actually going to help you generate the results that you are looking for. We're all busy, but are you busy on the right actions? So that's what we're going to explore today. So we'll just be waiting a few moments to build the audience and then we'll get going. So I hope you're all well today. It's quite a big day in our house today. In our village, Morning Victoria, in our village, our children have a separate infant and junior school, and my youngest child is having her transition today into the junior school. So it was a lot of emotions really about them moving from that kind of really small, kind of very young learning environment into the kind of older environment. I've done it once before. I know that it's fine, but I think for her in particular, it was such a big day for her. So come and say hi. Come and and I want to, as always, make this as interactive as possible, and kind of really help you out with this. And the reason why we're talking about this today is that if you follow me over on Instagram, which is Rachel Smith 72, I had a total moment of procrastination. I think it was with the level of emotions that had been going around our house for the last couple of days, and just the whole sense that we're very busy. We're very much getting to the end of the academic year. There's lots of things happening with our renovation of our property. There's the transitions from different schools. There's all sorts of different things going on at the moment, and it feels as if there's, in one moment, all of the plates could come smashing down to the ground. And I was having a chat with my husband this morning, just as he was going out the door, and he didn't know all sorts of different things that I knew. And we're all really busy, but sometimes in our businesses, we can be focusing on the things that aren't actually making us money and generating us sales and helping us to grow our audience. And here we are at the beginning of July, and this is such a prime time for us to really check this out and make sure that we've got it right, so that we can go forward and just make the rest of 2017 absolutely freaking amazing. And I had this whole moment today, sat in the bed, where I felt like I was totally stuck and I couldn't get moving, and I knew that I had a load of things to get done, and I wasn't going to be able to sit down at my desk and start any work until I got those things cleared off. So I had a little kind of moment and kind of gathered myself and went and got started. So that's what we'll be talking about, and it's great that Victoria's here because I know that she is completely ready to up level. And that's what we're talking about really today, isn't it? It's about up leveling. And if you've followed me before, if you've seen my live streams, if you've heard me speak, if you're a member of my Facebook community, Live Your Abundant Life, you will have heard me say about how we get into our grooves. We all like our grooves, don't we? These are our places of comfort sometimes, especially when you run a business, it's taken, lots of leaps of faith to actually get to this groove. And we're often in this groove and we're working from this groove, and it's great, and it becomes very comfortable. But as business owners, we obviously have a big vision and we have big dreams, and in order for us to keep moving forward in our business, we need to kind of come out of that groove. And we can't do that if we start every single day doing the same actions as we were doing with our current version of our business. So Victoria and I were talking about this earlier last week, where when we were talking about social media and what a complete kind of drain it can be on your time and on your energy and on your focus, and we were talking about, wouldn't it be interesting if you actually mapped out how much time every day you actually spent on, your essential kind of activities. And this is this live stream is an extension of that. So let's have a look at, basically, what do you need in order for you to be seen and heard by your audience? So the kind of standard things are, so as you join, come say hi, it's great that you're here. But so the kind of foundation pieces is that you need to be really clear about who you are in business, who you're looking to call in, and what you've got to offer. Then we want to be kind of working on our mindset and our relationship with money, most definitely. They're the things that you definitely need. Yeah, definitely. So it's kind of like who you are, what you're here to do, who you're here to work with, and how. Let's define right at the beginning how you want to work with these people. What is your business model? Is it stack them high, sell them cheap? Is it more intimate than that? What is your business model? Really get clear on that. Then it's your mindset, then it's your relationship with money. These are like the kind of foundation pieces. And then it's about growing your audience and nurturing the audience. And I've heard this expression recently, which I absolutely love, is thinking about, when you've got people who come into your world, and we've all got different ways of attracting people into our world. Live streams are one of those. But it's thinking about what is your nurture sequence at that point? What do you want your audience to do when you're connecting with them? That's, a key thing for you to think about. Have you got a Facebook group that you want them to come across and engage with you there? Do you want them on your email list? Do you have an email sequence that nurtures that relationship? Perhaps you share even more resources so they're getting more of you and they're starting to really build that like, know and trust element. So think about how you can nurture your audience. And then fundamentally it's about making offers. And this is what we want to be encapsulating into our businesses every week, isn't it? It's not like that one week you can be visible and the next week you can nurture and the next week you can sell. This is something that needs to be part of your your business approach. This is the things that you need to be focusing on in your business every single day in order to grow your business. So, for me, I start with my mindset every single morning. And, Welcome to Enterprise has been, people who've been following me for a while, is that, mindset is my staple piece of work. Complete my money work. So, within that mindset piece, I talk about the money that I'm looking to call in. I talk about the reasons why I want that money to come in, because money likes to know what you need it for. So it's just an energy force. So just think about, what you want that money to come in to your life for. Be quite descriptive. You can use it in your journaling exercise, your visualization, your meditation, whatever you use to actually tune into you and your mindset. And then it's about nurturing and visibility. So these are the key pieces. So for me today, I'm going to spend the rest of today putting my head down and really starting to work on the content for my very first live event that's happening next Thursday in York. So I'm going to assign a good chunk of today to actually getting that all sorted out, all kind of planned out, which I'm super excited about. But I knew that I wasn't going to start my day until I'd done a piece on visibility, until I'd done a piece on nurturing. And that's exactly what I'm doing here through this live stream. So even though I talk about these components being like several components, you can think about how you can roll that up into like one simple activity. So to give you a prime example of how you could, really complete that nurturing, that visibility and that selling piece is to do a live stream like this where you're sharing content, you're engaging with your audience, you're asking them questions, you could even get them onto the live stream and have a conversation with them, and then you can make an offer at the end. So it doesn't need to be you sat at your desk working really, really hard in your business in order for it to be a success. It's about working smartly in your business. And I love what Victoria put, that it's about your lifestyle. So as much as your soulmate client is at the heart of your business activities, you are also in that mix, aren't you? There would be absolutely no point in you taking forward actions that felt really horrible for you. So it's about taking forward those actions that actually resonate with you, that make it feel really easy. It was really easy for me to jump on here. It was really easy for me to jump on, to engage, to do some nurturing, to do some engagement, and, I will have an offer at the end. So what could you do in your business that would help you to work smartly? And how can you let go of those things that you are doing every single day that actually are not helping you to grow your business? And I suspect for many of us, because we love it and because that's where our soulmate clients hang out, is that it's about the amount of time we spend on social media. It's all about being strategic. Sometimes I think we forget about being strategic. Yeah, so Victoria's totally agreeing with me. No point doing something that doesn't set you on fire. You've got to, So let's go back to strategy, because this is such an important piece. How many times have you set an intention or a goal at the beginning of a year or halfway through the year, and then it kind of gets to 6 months down the road and you've kind of forgotten about it? It's like, and it hasn't happened, your business hasn't gone in the direction that you've wanted. And it's like, oh my goodness me, the only person who's responsible for actually making that strategy happen, regardless of if you're working with a coach or some other expert, is you. You are responsible for understanding that it's your business and these are your goals, and it's about being strategic and giving yourself the space every single day, week, whatever it needs to be, for you to be really clear about what that strategy is and for you to go for it. You do not want to get to the end of another 6 months and realise that you spent another 6 months on Facebook and not grown your business and not achieved your dreams. You don't want to have realised that you had so many opportunities to put amazing offers to your audience, but because you haven't invested in yourself and you haven't done the mindset work and you haven't worked with a coach to get over your fears, that you don't want to get to another 6 months down the line and realise that, oh my goodness me, you could have made a ton of money and helped transform a load of people if you'd only got some support and help on what was going on for you. So it really comes down to being very responsible for implementing your strategies and being strategic about your business. If you look at anybody else's business who you admire, perhaps they're like several steps ahead of you, they haven't done that because they've woke up in the morning, gone onto Facebook and spent the day there. They've been very, very strategic about where they've spent the time, what they're doing and how they're doing it. And they've done it in a very mindful way. And it's not to say that you have to make business boring. Oh my goodness, no, not at all. Business is not about being boring, but it's about ensuring that you are being strategic. And you can be strategic using your intuition. It's not about being like, oh, well, I need to be a free spirit. Yes, of course you do, but you need that forward plan as well. You need to know where you're going to. So when you actually are calling people in, you know what you've got coming up for them. And that's what I absolutely love doing with my clients. And that's exactly what we'll be doing next Thursday, is that we're actually working on this, and this bit really fires me up. I love it. We're looking at people's mission, their vision, their kind of forward plan, and we're going to be nailing exactly how they're going to make this happen. So they're going to leave that event on Thursday with clarity, so much clarity and some excitement and enthusiasm. And within that, we're going to be, we'll be coaching and supporting each other, and we'll be kind of raising these people up within that room, and they'll have the most amazing transformational time. That'll be amazing. So Victoria's put, thanks very much, sir. That's what I am trying to show people at the moment as well. Yes, it is. So many people do try to get, try to not have a strategy. They're already busy. I mean, let me give you an example of how busy my day is. So I've got, and this isn't to say that I'm busier than anybody else, but I've woken up, I've done my mindset work, I've had a shower, I've got dressed, I've got the children sorted, I've taken my child to her new school. I kind of held that space for her to be excited. I've come home, had a moment on the bed going, ugh. I've totally sorted out the house, picked up everything, put everything away that needs to be done because we've got our cleaner coming soon and I don't want her doing that. I've put some washing on, take the dog out for a good 40-minute gallop down the fields. I've come back doing this live stream. I've got all the planning work to do for my live event. I've got a call at 2 o'clock. I've got groceries coming that need to be put away. At 3 o'clock, I'm going to go to the school. I'm going to pick Florence and her friend up. I'm taking them home. I'm feeding them. They go to the disco that I'm helping out at. We're coming home. I'm taking one child home, keeping my other child at home. And then as a family, we're all going to Florence's new school, where I'll be helping as well as attending. And then after all that, I'm going kickboxing. and then after that, and in between that, I'll be cooking dinner for my husband and I. So like everybody's days so busy, so flat out. That is just an example of how crazy life is, isn't it? You know, you probably sat there going, oh my gosh, yes, I've got days like that. But in between that, in the work that we're doing in our business, in the work that we're doing for ourselves, for our future businesses, we've got to be very strategic. We've got to keep our fingers on the pulse, and that pulse is our business and our direction and the direction in which we want to take our businesses in. You know, as much as I'd love to say that there's a magic wand or there's a program out there that's actually going to help you just figure all this stuff out, it comes down to you, and it comes down to you taking this action and these decisions every single day in your business. So I know that has resonated with so many of you who are on here. If you're watching the recording back and you've got any questions, please post them up. I'll get to them at some point, if not today, tomorrow. Start to think about your strategy. Start to think about the things that you don't actually need to do. Perhaps they don't fill you up with joy. Perhaps they're not growing your business. Just start to think about those things and start to think about, you know, what is that forward plan and how are you going to get there? And start to being very strategic. You know, start to be the CEO of your business. And that's what's going to make a massive difference to you, your business, your clients, your future business, your life. And it's exciting and it's amazing. And if you're thinking, oh my goodness me, I cannot do this on my own, that's exactly what I am here for. And you can come and join my live event next week. It's very, very accessible. We're in York in the UK. If you can get to the UK, York is like it used to in Roman times. It was the capital city of the UK. So, you know, it's very central and it's very easy to get to. And I'll post up details below of the full details of the event. And if you can't get to that event and you're thinking, well, I still need this, just PM me. Let's have a conversation. Let's see what that actually looks like. But before, you know, you just take a moment and think about all of those things that you're doing in your day and ask yourself this one question. Is every single action that you take on a daily basis helping you to grow your business? Okay, have a fabulous day, and I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye for now.